I'm checking out the bandana swag, like we all had on full made bandana outfits and all that. Jim had on the red jacket, Kim had on the pink jacket with the boots.
This was the pink, this was the heavy pink era.
This was the start of it. That was like the beginning of it though, like oh wow, the video bust out crazy.
Cam, how do you feel about the fact that you went so hard for the color pink? It was like a legendary campaign.
Whole thing was I didn't even try to like make pink hot. You know what I'm saying? I just was like, I'm tired of looking like that. Everybody shop the same places at Harlem and all that. So East Side, The Hill, 25th, Jimmy Jazz. Harlem, halfway first. I'm like, I'm stuck on Harlem Signature and get my stuff made.
Jimmy Jazz bootlegging right now too.
This is also produced by Just Blaze. So at that point, you were working with a lot of the Rockefeller sort of stable of producers. Yeah. What was that like? Did you feel like it opened up a whole new creative lane for you guys to have, you know, Baseline was a hangout where everybody would go? Like, what was your routine?
Our routine was...
No.
Go ahead, I was just saying, it wasn't a hangout for us.
That's what I was about to say, like, they was bullshitting with the studio. We was getting there at 2 o'clock, making the engineer get there 2 p.m. By the time they linger in there at 1, 2 in the morning and then really don't want to get no work done, we had like 7 songs left.
Remember they started ripping with us like all other camps, like they come in day, like yo, they call from the studio. Because we didn't get up, send somebody in there early, because if you wasn't there first, you didn't get the big room. The only time you didn't get the big room when Jay was around.
Jay or Cam was in, you know what I mean?
We didn't talk in that big room.
Right.
But Jay never really even came, so by the time anybody else came, it was like, yo, we didn't see it first.
Yeah, but Jay kind of recorded like albums, like he'd take a month to record an album. We kind of just recorded on a daily basis. Like it didn't matter whether we had an album coming. We recorded and made projects just with the music extra music that we had. We got so much music, but we gonna put this.
It's interesting because that's kind of like the way that the music industry works nowadays, where artists are basically forced to record all year round and constantly in between their albums.
And plus the demand is so much more.
It's different now though. Back then there wasn't no internet, there wasn't nothing viral. You could have pressed one button and sent it out to everybody in the world in 1 second.
You didn't worry about leaks.
Yeah, it was an anticipation that you could build back in the day because if we from New York to get it to the rest of the country was a whole project you had to do. You had to get a marketing, promotional strategy, and get all the music out. It wasn't no MP3. You had to nail it.
We was in the mall with our mixtapes, handing them out personally. We would go to we have a bus full of mixtape shirts. We would go if Cam had a show, we would go in every mall early and just make sure all of us personally was making sure that even if they knew us at the time or didn't know us, we was still personally.
The first summer jams, we was in the parking lot when Cam got the call. We was in the parking lot in one of the trucks handing out VCR tapes with all our videos on it. Remember that? And then Cam got the call like Nas is fighting. Could y'all come in the building and perform?
Wow.
We went in that building and went stupid.
Look, yeah, that was a historic moment. What about working with Just Blaze? Like, if you can tell me, what was that like? Like, you know, what was your relationship at that time?
Just was always really wasn't really working with Just left beats, we did them. That was it.
Just Blaze was cool.
He was cool. He'd come in. You know,
he just had to fall in line.
Just is like, if it was up to Just, he doesn't want to do beats. I remember when I first got to Rockefeller, I couldn't even understand his train of thought. But he was just, you know, he's a smart dude. He's like, I remember we was arguing over something. I think we had stole an old boy beat, or Joel stole the beat. Joel put the battery in my back to steal the beat. And he did it.
Was it a point was it an argument? Because the way that he tells it now, I think that he said that it wasn't really a big deal. Jay-Z had wanted it, but then wasn't going to use it for a long time.
The story behind that, I'm telling everything and we're going to be up there. For real.
Kanye, wasn't that Kanye that gave you the H to the N?
That was after. The real argument started over I really mean it beat that Jay was pissed off about.
So that's what we just played. What was the problem with this beat?
We took the Cam was supposed to have a beat and something panned out and we went to the studio and jacked over it.
Now this what happened with old boy. He's coming to the studio every day, baseline, and we heard the beat. They like just like, yo, hold up, hold up. Yeah, no, I don't know if he said that. He might have. He knows better, but I just remember he like, hold up. He was fronting. It was like 3 months, and then he wasn't there.
It was Guru in there. We told him to pull that beat up.
And we like, yo, hold that beat on, man. It's been sitting in the same. It's not like we come here every day and it's just sitting there for like 4 months. And then we just, Joel was like, I'm doing it. He got on it, I'm like, I'm doing it. No.
And then you literally, after you recorded it, you brought it to Hot 97.
Word. Same day, hour later, right? The whole song wasn't even done. It was just Cam's first verse. When I came in after Cam, then the song stopped. It was like 2 minutes long. Then Cam went back in after me. Then I came back in. Then it was a full song. But we took it to the radio when it was just his verse.
That wasn't my favorite part of the whole joint. My favorite part was after y'all did the remix with Baby and the old boy put his verse on the camera, erased that shit from the face of the earth. Erased it out the whole.
We walked in the studio, Guru said, yo, no, Jay said, yo, I got a surprise for y'all. So, you know, Cam already, this is already stuff was like, you know, we was wondering why he didn't want to jump on records that he could have jumped on already. So now old boy is out this world, getting probably at 10,000 spins. He come, we walk in the studio, Jay taps Cam, like, yo, I got a surprise for you. So we walk in the studio room, and Cam like, what's the surprise or whatever? So Guru just pulls up old boy, and they got a Jay-Z verse. On top of the Jay-Z verse, he's dissing Nas in the, you know, he threw 2 shots at Nas, so it was like, for
what did he say?
I don't even know. Cam just said, for one, Cam made him erase the whole verse to the point to where, you know how you'll still may hear like a leaked verse?
Yeah.
It was to the point where Cam told Guru, you better erase that, I don't ever want to hear that. J Bell won't have to come in here and lay this and get it to the world won't have to hear this. You know what I mean? Yeah, it wasn't, man, it was whack. It was,
I think Jay's a great rapper, but that joint was crazy trash. Like, only wants to give away bars.
He said, nah, you ain't just boy.
The dopest night in baseline is when Cam and Jay did that record. It was like a fight. That was the,
Welcome to New York City. They had me so mad.
That was the dopest night of record ever that I'll still see to this day.
It was just, it had to be that way, because like, Jay didn't really show us, like, they was not like people. Jay didn't really, like, Jay had to never speak to us, type attitude, you know, come in and be like, yo, Jay, you know, we're new there, so we trying to be cordial with everybody and trying to get in no homo when we fit in, like, hey, everybody, you know, this.
Yeah. You sure you were trying to be cool, Cam? Because you're an alpha. You're an alpha.
He was cool, not word of blood, because we can't come in wilding on somebody got an establishment that's already about something that we're struggling.
Dipset, throughout the history of Dipset, has definitely come from other establishments and wilding.
That's after we got our just do. We didn't walk in the building and just go, this song. They go like that, you know what I'm saying? We didn't feel right, but they just gave us their ass to kiss. Like, you know, we'll come in like, hey, Jay, how you doing?
Maybe that's just the way that, maybe that's just a personality. Like,
you know what I'm saying? And I did a song, old boy put out that joint song with Just Blade with Beanie Siegel and Memphis Bleak.
Rock.
Yeah, that joint started popping on.
Yeah.
Then we got something else that popping on, and he like, that's been going on with me and him forever, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, my first album ever, he comes in the Sony studio, you know what I'm saying?
This is back during the convention of
My first album,
Entertainment Days.
he had a couple albums, I had an album, but he comes in and is like, yeah, we can talk to me for a minute, bro. I'm like, all right, it's cool. I know him from when we was hustling with Dave, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, but we ain't see each other, like, yo. Want to tell you, I didn't know you was that nice, you know what I'm saying? Just want to let you know, I know I think you're nice, my nigga. I'm like, no, I appreciate it, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we could do something for my album, you know what I'm saying? He like, not here to rob me for a spot on your album, you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, man, alright, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, then why'd you even come in here? You know what I'm saying? Period. What's the use to even saying that? You know what I
But
mean?
it could have also, just to be fair, it could have been an initiation thing into different, levels of, like...
I wasn't on his label, I was on entertainment. He
Right.
was my session.
Right.
So
then it went back, so that tension...
Now we started getting popping on Rockefeller, and he was like not really giving no too much love, but we like cool anyway, it's no big deal.
But let me ask you, he being part of the actual, running Rockefeller with Dame, he had to have given the green light for you guys to even be on there, and also to have the budgets that you had, and to have the access that you had.
I think he's, what I think, and it's with me too, I think he's a good, great businessman, but he's a competitor, like people who's just as good or maybe better on the same labels. So, it's cool when you got, not dissing them either, not dissing them, but Bleak and Beans is like coming underneath him. Like, I always want Jim and Joel's once they can be out the door to be equal or above me, because I just rather kick back and chill out. You know what I'm saying? There's people coming in that label with the same amount of talent and the same amount of, way more swag. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't really handle it. You know what I mean? So anyways, back to what I was saying. You can be all fearless all you want, man. I'm being all fearless. I'm telling you the truth. What happened? So. Anyway, we had like Old Boy Pop and Hey Mom. We had a few songs pop, whatever, I don't think the song. So now it comes back again. Now all they will say, like, yo, let me talk to you, like. It's been a little tension around, I want you to know I fuck with you, you know what I'm trying to say? Yo, we fuck with you, my nigga, it's all good, we all good.
We think gotta be some theatrics.
Yeah, yo, we fuck with you, like, nah, cause my niggas just run around, my niggas just run around.
That nigga cool game is too cool.
Yeah, so we like, alright, my nigga, I was like, Buster, here's what we can do. Just Blaze got a beat up right now in the studio I'm about to do. Let's go knock it out. We heard it.
What was the beat?
The New York City beat.
Okay.
We did that joint like 30, 35 minutes, knocked it out, it came out crazy.
Yeah.
Nah, y'all gotta say, you gotta tell them.
No, I'm telling you,
It's like a fight. Like, listen, who won it first? You?
Yeah, Cam went first.
I'm gonna tell you, Cam went, like, they was going back to back. And listen, I don't think nobody broke anything. Like, Cam went in, then Jay went right in. Then you see Jay come out, boss got the game room looking at him like I got these little niggas. Then Cam would go right back in. And then Jay would come, like, it was like a fight, like a one punch for another. Like, Cam would do his verse, Jay would do his verse, Cam going right back in, Jay going right back in.
Hold on, let's get to I was actually supposed to be on the record. Cam, anything he did with anybody, he always let me put a verse on, and if they kept it, they kept it. If they, I was a record, he was like, oh, now we put my name Joel's on this. So I was supposed to do the third verse. So Cam went in 2 minutes, heard the beat, did his verse. Jay went in maybe 3 minutes later, did his verse. So I'm like, damn, this is Cam and Jay. I'm writing. I'm still like, oh, I gotta come with it. So Cam looking at me like, you ain't ready? I'm like, nah, I had the first 2 bars. My bars that I had for my rhyme wound up being the chorus. It's the whole 1, 9, 11. So, make a long story short, they were just too quick on the draw for me that day. You know what I'm saying? So I missed out on that third verse, but I caught the hook, so it was all good.
Yeah, so... He ended up doing the chorus, like, yo, why don't you put your man on the chorus, you know what I'm saying? I'm like...
It was an ill chorus, though.
Nah, I was stupid.
He didn't want to do the video.
Nah, let me finish. So now I'm like, song is popping. I take it to the radio, shit popping, shit going on. So I come in the studio, I'm like, yo, Jay, shit popping, we might should get ready to do the video for you. Like, I'm about to go downstairs real quick, I'll get back. That was the whole video, girl. Like,
And we got a full treatment.
I'm here with Dame, say no more. This is killing me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going crazy trying
So that was the last conversation you guys had.
I can't be much too nice, but for so damn long, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. It wasn't really no beef, but it's like, yo, whatever, what's up, man? I'm going to here, you know.
Keep funky. I'll tell you what really set it off like this was discussed and Cam said we ain't fucking with them no more.
Okay.
That Rockefeller tour.
Word.
We was slated to be on a Rockefeller tour for a good amount of money, and like a week before, somebody called Cam and Cam told us that we not on the tour anymore. And we ain't fucking with them. And then Cam had us go to all like 5 of the shows and us be in the crowd with 40 niggas taunting them niggas. Like we here anyway. What's up?
Really? What was the who told you that you were not going to be on the tour?
I don't remember exactly who told me whatever, but it didn't make no sense. They took everybody from Rockefeller on the tour, and they take us, and we just sold 1 million records 2 months prior to the tour. So
It was blatant, obvious, some type of, because we was if we had at that time, we were just as hot as Jay, you know what I'm saying? We had records that was out of this world. There was no reason we shouldn't have been on that tour. You know what I'm saying? No reason at all.
Wow. And did you take that up with Dame? Like, couldn't you then lobby Dame? That was your guy.
to be honest, we was in so many different states doing whatever we was doing that. We had our own plan that we didn't even argue with him, but Dame wasn't really on tour. It wasn't like he's for some reason, I don't know why Dame wasn't on this tour, but he wasn't there. Yeah, because he wasn't on the tour, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't there. And we was planning, we had our feet planted in a lot of states. There's in Ohio, he's in Ohio, Chicago, Indiana, Kentucky, North Carolina. We had a lot of states like, yeah, you know, we flew in too, check, yeah, like we knew like 100 people in every state, so we pretty good.
Another thing that a lot of people keep wondering is about H to the Izzo. You said that Kanye promised you that beat and then, you know, took the beat away and you were really pissed about it. Do you still own a copy of your verse on H to the Izzo?
See, like you said, this is a whole other era. You might not know the tape was that shit.
Real.
Real or something. Yeah.
So you know?
Nah, what happened was, Kanye came out, he wasn't there on Rockefeller, he wasn't there on nobody, he just came from Chicago and was shopping beats around. He wasn't even like, thought about rapping and that. He came to my session and played that beat. I'm like, that's not Michael Jackson joint right there, you know what I'm saying? That joint is hot. I did the whole song. I'm like, yo, tell Kanye we gonna buy that joint. And then we heard Jay-Z, he came like on a Friday, we heard Jay-Z joint on the radio like on Monday.
Not on the radio, we seen it on the BET show, remember?
No, we
Yeah, you saw it.
I was in your house.
You were watching BET and you saw it and you were like, that's my song.
That's when Jay brought everybody on stage.
Yeah, when you brought everybody on stage. Yeah,
He did it
over.
whatever it was, I don't know, like you said, but it was 2 days after he played it for us. It was like, he heard that joint, it was like, we doing this right this second, yo.